Hello everyone! Welcome to another stream of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. Don't interrupt me, Reed. Last time there was a big reunion with just everyone from the past 3 game series, and there was a lot of talking, a lot of talking. It lasted the whole stream pretty much. And I'll say this, if I go to the middle and the thing says everyone's positions has changed, I'm gonna flip a house. I will. Don't do it, game. Don't do it. Don't make me read more dialogue. Can't find anything to do? No, we found plenty to do, Duvalie. We found plenty to do. Hello, Duvalie, the Swift. I was just wandering around. You can drop the epithet. If you can be informal with Lloyd and Estelle, why not me? It was just a slip of the tongue. Besides, there's not much of an age difference between the 3 of us. I feel like I should be more respectful when talking to you. Are you implying that, from your point of view, I'm old? No, definitely not. She's, what, 23? She doesn't even look it. But it's probably best to drop it. Anyway, Lady Mildine has more influence in the higher echelons than I imagined. She's gathered prominent political figures, bracers, the special support section, and all of you under the same roof. Even the Black Fang and the Angel of Slaughter are present. Ah, that's right. Do you know them through Ouroboros? Yes, I was familiar with the Blade Lord, who often worked with them. Joshua Astray left Ouroboros around the time I joined. I see. That must have been when the Brights took him in. Hey, what you guys talking about? Swapping some sexy little secrets, I hope? Yep. That's what I'm doing, Crow. How'd you know? Is that all you ever think about? How's the intel gathering going, Crow? Well, Randolph's chatty as ever, but it's Joshua that's a real treasure trove of info. And isn't it kind of weird Vita's not here? Yeah, Emma seems confused about it too. You both know what she's like, probably busy working on some grand scheme behind the scenes. Have you noticed tension in the air? I guess. I think I know what you mean. It's not just you Awakeners that are particularly sensitive to it. Everyone gathered here seems to sense something ominous brewing. Whether there's any connection to Operation Mill Mirage or not, we'll likely find out at dinner. Yeah. There's the rivalries too. The calm before the storm might be over pretty soon. It could just be me, but we better be prepared. Yeah, I agree. We'll see what happens. I'll keep my eyes and ears open and see what else I can learn. I apologize for disturbing your pleasant conversation. Dinner is about to be ready to be served. Feel free to chat with the remainder of the guests, which is everyone, by the way. And then red exclamation points appear on the map and I have to talk to everyone again. May I please ask you to proceed to the banquet hall? Yeah, thanks. Good thing I saved it, huh? Hey, player 1. How you doing today? How's life treating ya? I remember the food here being pretty good. Something big is gonna happen. You're just in time for big thing. Yeah, it was cooked by the finest chefs those Erebonian nobles could find. Those fish burgers of yours were quite delectable as well, I must admit. Haha, sometimes simple is the best. I'm surprised you remember. Honestly, that was a while ago. And they weren't anything special, just a quick, easy meal. You're on your old account? Looks like your present account. Was your old account player 1 as well? Or what's going on? I forgot. You're terrible? How come you're terrible? Talk to me. Hey, I've been looking for you guys everywhere. The dinner is about to start. Great, I'm starving. But the discussion that follows is the main course, isn't it? That's right, it's more than just a social event. Let's get going. It's sure to keep good food waiting. 3 years. Well, that's a long time you've been here, player 1. A very long time. Must have just reached 3 years, too. what's gonna happen? How is this wonderful meal gonna be ruined? Can't talk about it here? Alrighty. If you want to find a way to talk after, I'll listen the best I can. In the meantime, forget about such worries and enjoy the stream as best as you can, my friend. Afterward, all the guests, including the leaders of each state, gathered together at the banquet. A modest but wonderful meal thus began, provided by Duchess Cayenne. The lunch started a bit later, but the guests thoroughly enjoyed the fare and had lively conversations. It was a unique opportunity for the attendees, and many meaningful exchanges were made. Sometime later, enjoyable as that was, the meal came to an end, and everyone then transitioned into the meeting portion of the event. The details of Mille Mirage were revealed. You got it,
What you
Player
see
One.
before you is an outline of Operation Mille Mirage, our response to Operation Jormungand.
I knew it.
It doesn't stray too far from what we'd expected, but even so.
Seeing it all laid out like this makes it overwhelmingly real.
I get that a plan this crazy is probably our only hope, but still, we're really gonna do this, huh?
The Empire has drastically increased its military might, due largely in part to the draft. Current estimates number their forces at 1.2 million strong, and that figure will only rise before the fighting actually starts.
On the other hand, Calvard's military can barely scrape together 800,000, at most. Even if they try to boost their ranks with a draft of their own, that probably won't go over too well, judging by their last election.
Not to mention the huge difference in weapons and resources between the two countries. In terms of both aerial combat fleets and core tank units, Erebonia has a clear advantage. And that's without taking Panzer Soldats into account.
Yeah. There's no way the Verne Company's production line could even hope to keep up. What's more, the Empire now has an excuse to throw all the new technology it's been developing into this war.
With that in mind, it's entirely possible that the Civil War was nothing more than an opening move.
I agree. It seems likely. The same could be said of the Orbital Shutdown phenomenon, or even the 100 Days War. It is our belief that these events were simply set up, all to pave the way for Operation Jormungand.
Damn it! Those monsters! And Mille Mirage is your plan for how to hold back Operation Jormungand. We have with us the Republican Army of Calvard, the Royal Army of Liberl, the Remiferian and Viceland armies, as well as troops from Le Mans and Orid, and even resistance cells acting out of Crossbell in Northumbria.
You intend to coordinate every one of these individual forces united under a single banner to suppress the Imperial Army from all sides.
That's exactly right.
As you stated before, Calvard's armed forces total 800,000 strong. The Viceland army should bring that number up by about 100,000.
The Principality of Remiferia is prepared to lend its aid as well, to the effect of approximately 80,000 troops. Add to that figure an additional 120,000 from the Kingdom of Liberl.
Further, we can count on receiving around 20,000 soldiers from Le Mans and Orid combined, as well as another 10,000 from Crossbell and Northumbria.
That's a lot of soldiers.
And this is to remain off the record, but we're expecting roughly 30,000 in reinforcements from Arteria as well.
Naturally, we plan on bringing Jaegers into the fight too. We've been scouting out Jaeger corps big and small. All in all, I'd say we're looking at a good 40,000 extra soldiers.
This is gonna turn into Legend of Heroes War Warriors.
Altogether a combined total of 1.2 million, finally putting us on even ground with Operation Jormungand.
Will it work?
A war like this would stretch over almost half the continent.
Resistance cells from Crossbell, huh? That must be Sonia and the others.
Yeah, Muriel told me a bit about it, but...
Northumbria too? That have something to do with the movements we heard about there?
Yeah,
The resistance there is made up of former members of the Northern Jaegers, who got absorbed into the Imperial Army.
And we got troops from Lamon and Orid, too. That would be their defense forces, no?
That's right. We've actually known about their involvement for a little bit.
I have to say, I'm surprised the High Seat of the Septian Church would choose to involve themselves so directly.
But Rosine mentioned something about this earlier, didn't she?
Hey, Kenny Lee. Cold of cold steel. That's what this is. How you doing today?
Yes. The Congregation for Divine Worship is likely deploying the Papal Guard as we speak.
Good afternoon to you. I hope all is well. We're just in the middle of a big meeting to, stop the big bad guys from doing the big bad things.
The Imperial Army's technological superiority is undeniable, and we can't underestimate the threat Ouroboros poses either. Further, directing and coordinating all parties involved will prove a tremendously difficult task.
You think? You're good, you think? Hopefully it'll become a you're good, you know. Hopefully all is well with ya.
That is the purpose of our meeting, to determine who will serve as the key piece in our plan, the cornerstone upon which we can build our success. I present to you Cassius Bright, Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberl, and, as of today, Supreme Commander of Operation Meal Mirage.
What?
Now that's what I call a power move.
Cool.
A natural decision. Lieutenant General Bright did head the search and destroy operations against the cult in Crossbell.
What's more, he can already boast having pushed back an Imperial invasion once before. He's the most brilliant tactician of our time, without a doubt.
I should have known.
So you've accepted the position then, Dad? Even after hearing everything that's going to happen as a result of this plan?
I have. This can truly be called the Great War, the likes of which mankind has never seen before. A war that will surely destroy the lives of all it touches, soldiers and civilians alike. Hundreds of thousands of lives. Worst comes to worst, we could see casualties in the millions.
Millions? Yeah, that's definitely possible. But at least it will keep the Empire from completely destroying everything.
Yeah, she has a point.
I think I speak for us all when I say this dreadful decision weighs heavily on our hearts.
Just don't get touched? What does that mean? What do you mean, Kenny Lee?
But there are stakes here far more dire than the invasion of Calvard itself. Namely, Erebonia's two Septarians, as well as its curse, which spreads further and further with every land it conquers.
It's all connected.
If we don't act soon, the Republic will fall to the Empire's advance, drowning the entire nation in its curse. It would then only be a matter of time before the surrounding countries fell as well, until finally all of Zemuria is in the curse's grasp. All for the sake of reviving the ultimate being, the Great One. This we must avoid above all else. If this dreadful decision is the only chance we have of saving our world.
Oh, talking about this war in here? It destroys all life? Life that it touches. Okay. I will not get touched then.
Then so be it.
This whole catastrophe began in Erebonia. Though I can't personally agree to this plan, as a member of the Imperial family, I must allow it. Your Highness.
This is the consensus we have reached. I trust you understand now the reason we've gathered here.
There are a few things we must ask you now. Namely, if you accept the necessity of our plan. And furthermore, if we can count on your cooperation.
I'm sure you'd like some time to talk things over amongst yourselves, and with your other allies as well. But as you can probably tell, that's time we just don't have.
Members of the Bracer Guild, Special Support Section, Class 7, and Thor's Military Academy as a whole. We need your answers, here and now. How do you respond?
I respond with no. Or maybe, I don't know. Tough decisions. What will we say?
When it comes down to it, we, the Special Support Section, are just a single division of the CPD. We're in no position to defy the will of a nation, let alone 4. We understand the severity of the situation.
Reading each other's mind, yes. They all have mind abilities. Right? Yeah.
Be that as it may, we can't, in good faith, lend our aid to this cause. There has to be a better way to fix this mess we're in. And we won't back down until we figure out how. Not just to stop this war, but so that someday, Crossbell can take back its independence for good.
I see.
You can count the Bracer Guild out of this deal, too. We're the supporting gauntlet of the common people. Their security and protection will always come first. But at the same time, we understand that you have to do this. So instead, we'll make sure to get in touch with our headquarters in Le Mans to organize an evacuation plan for all the citizens. And in the meantime, we'll look for our own way to resolve this. Just like the SSS. That's the Bracer Guild's decision.
Estelle.
Ah.
With so many of us still missing, we can't claim to speak for Thors as a whole.
You know what I like about this game? The rousing speech that everyone's giving right now. I'm glad that they added that into this game, and that's my compliment. I hope that was good, Kenny Lee.
But we can, at the very least, tell you our decision as Class 7. Become the foundation of the world. In a sense, those words have shaped our class from the very beginning. A war this big is certainly one way to keep the curse in check. We could be a new foundation afterwards. One built over ruins and destruction. But this curse is not absolute. Though it sweeps across the nation, toying with our fate, there are still those who stand together to resist it. We've seen as much with our very own eyes.
Uh-huh. And them, and those, and that person, and that, and that.
We need a plan to try and ensure the safety of the world as we know it. Mille Mirage can be that plan. But, like the Guild and the SSS, we choose to find a third path forward for ourselves. That means dealing with any incidents brought about by the curse, as well as the rivalries. Whether or not that's even possible, I don't know. Time is running out on us even as we speak. Yet still, we'll continue to tread forward, step by step.
The people we lost.
Because we owe it to Prince Olivert to find that third path.
Rean.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
The path Prince Olivert would have wanted.
I see.
My goodness. The naivete of youth never fails to astound me.
Kenny Lee says that's why you're gonna spam out your entire 18. Can you doing compliments? I ask that you don't do that. Just remember, the more you do in a row, the less quality that there'll be. Just be careful.
And yet, as history shows us, it is precisely the young and foolish who bring change to the world.
The same could be said of those not bound by duty or tradition. Come to think of it, Prince Olivert himself embodied every one of those qualities.
He most certainly did, and his spirit lives on in this next generation.
We have heard your convictions, clear and true. Operation Mille Mirage is already underway. But so long as you respect our position, we will respect yours in turn.
Since you've decided to oppose us, we will execute all of you!
You're under no obligation to participate in our plan. That said, we'd appreciate your help wherever possible. That includes exchanging information, keeping civilians safe, and so on.
We certainly have more room to cooperate than Operation Jormungand does at the very least. You Bracers played a pivotal role in solving the incidents in Liberl, as did the Special Support Section in Crossbell. I eagerly await seeing what such seasoned heroes can bring to the table.
Thank you. We won't disappoint.
I don't know if I'd call us heroes exactly, but we'll help out in any way we can.
All that suspense was killing me.
As grim as our circumstances are, we now know what our mission must be.
Right! We gotta do everything we can to stop this war before it begins. And even if it does, We'll just have to find a way to end it.
Right. Our first course of action is figuring out exactly what we can accomplish right now as members of Thors. I imagine the rivalries will play a key role in that.
Agreed.
You're all pretty gung-ho about this, huh?
How are you guys so relentlessly positive about everything?
It really is the most annoying thing about them, isn't it?
I knew it. Here we go.
Wait a sec. I know that voice.
It's him.
Enforcer number 0 of Ouroboros.
Campanella, show yourself.
Sounds like things are coming along nicely over here. Quite the illustrious guest list you have here. I'm almost starstruck.
Indeed. It would seem the rumors weren't unfounded.
Oh dear.
Belle! The new third Anguis of Ouroboros.
Lady Mildine, my greetings to you and all the leaders of the world gathered here today. I see a number of familiar faces and some new ones too. My, how delightful.
You must be Dieter Croesus' daughter. I've heard the rumors of what you've become.
A member of an international terrorist organization. Gracious me, the audacity of this woman.
Whoa, you really called it, huh, Lady Belle?
Ha, you're one to talk.
Uh-oh, who are these?
Hey, this is some party you guys got going on.
Oh dear.
Real swanky joint, too. Shame for you, Zephyr's here to crash it.
Shirley! You.
Boss! That means Zeno and Leo are here too, doesn't it?
Sure does. But hey, we're not done with the lineup just yet. Don't think things will go the same for you here as they did at the workshop.
Please excuse our intrusion.
Sharon.
Oh, no.
George!
So you've come.
Lecter, it's really you.
In the flesh. Long time no see, ladies.
My lady, everyone, it has been quite some time.
You should have just kept the mask on, Angie.
If you're all quite finished, it's time I make the final introduction.
Is that McBurn? Nope. Oh,
Your Highness!
Your Highness! Cedric!
Cedric, why are you...
Ah, if it isn't my dear sister Alvin, and Class 7. Your little stunt in leaves caused me no end of headaches.
You had it coming. That's what you get for getting Elise and Tio all wrapped up in your schemes.
That's simply how it works between us. You should understand this by now. The rivalries are no different. But this particular matter has been entrusted to me by Chancellor Osborne himself. Consider this a little congratulatory visit from us to celebrate the commencement of Operation Mille Mirage.
Were we just hacked?
Yep. They probably used the Society's astral code to infiltrate the system.
Courtesy of Belle and the Fool, I'd assume.
Sounds like we're in for a fair bit of trouble then, huh?
Yeah, they're coming.
Oh boy.
Damn! They brought Imperial warships!
Here we go!
No, not quite.
This is the bridge. We have an emergency. We've got 8 Crimson ships approaching on our 9. And with them, a 280 Arch-class airship.
Damn! There's only one ship that friggin' massive.
You mean the one that appeared during the orbital shutdown?
That's right. Ouroboros' pride and joy. The largest battleship in the history of mankind.
The Crimson Ark. The Glorious.
Oh boy. The Glorious returns. We haven't seen that ship in a very long time. Are you guys ready? This is the big moment when things go wrong! Oh, and he's there, of course. Why not? Of course he is. Sharon, you traitor. George, you traitor. Uh-oh. Something tells me a big boss rush is gonna happen. Something tells me it's gonna be a big boss rush. Oh well, let's have some fun with it, huh? Hopefully there's healing stations though. If there's no healing stations, I'm in big trouble. I'm gonna be in big trouble. I see, so it's just as the advance warning predicted. Moreover, it's not one of the Emperor's ships, but one of Ouroboros' aircraft carriers. What does that mean? It's as if they expected us. At the end of the meeting, Duchess Cayenne did make one prediction, that either the Imperial Air Force or Ouroboros' battle carrier would appear in the skies. Were it the Imperial Air Force, their progress down the path to violence would be deterred in a sense. This airspace is directly above the borders. With attacks of each state on board, an attack on the ship would simply be too reckless. Even if it were successfully captured, this would still have a massive effect on cross-national negotiations. And that would instantly bring a halt to the war. That's what she was betting on, wasn't it? Things turned out differently, though. They opted for an Ouroboros-affiliated ship instead, since seeing the princess and other leaders entombed here would just add fuel for the fire for war. No! Damn it. So they're planning to pin it on Calvert, aren't they? This is no joke. We can't let this happen. Of course. I swear it on the honor of the Bracer Guild. You guys called us here knowing that this would happen, didn't you? Correct, and it's worked out perfectly. We still have an escape route available for our guests, so you needn't worry about that. Can I get each of you to divide your troops in half and have them accompany you to the hangar? Enemy forces are coming in from the deck. I'd like the remaining half to help take care of them. Let's divide into two groups then, one for starboard and one for port. Well, you guys prepared that far in advance? If that's the command... We don't have time. Let's decide on the groups. Be sure to balance the teams well. Understood. Hey, Selen. And hey, Arazu. Selen and Arazu, how's everyone doing? Well, this is gonna be a very unbalanced team. But, how's everyone doing today? How's life treating ya? Support. Oh, is it girls and boys? Let's have Ash in the mix. Look at this all-star team. Reen. Oh, Crow as well. But Ash is so good. Reen, Lloyd, and Crow. Or no, Reen, Lloyd, and Joshua as well. Screw it. This is gonna be so wrong. Select the party members. Oh, two more? How about Healer and Randy, because Randy's so awesome. And as for the girls, we have Estelle, Ren, no Muse? Where's Muse? Where's Muse at? Oh, there's Tita. We need Tita in the mix for sure. Oh man, but where's Muse though? We need her. She's like the best person ever. Oh boy, well, Muse's too short to fight or too smart. She has Frozen Epoch though. She has Frozen Epoch! Rip. What? Are we dead? Are we screwed? Game over?
Now, shall we get going?
Best of luck, all of you!
Sorry for missing the stream yesterday. Catch up on the game yourself. Hey, no problem. You gotta get through as fast as you can before I catch up, huh? You're doing well, though. I'm glad you're doing well.
You guys be careful, okay?
Wait, what in the world's going on? Whatever it is, it looks like we got a real juicy scoop on our hands.
Oh, no you don't.
I believe you all know what it is you must do.
Yeah.
We got this.
Just leave it to us.
She's gonna interview the people, like, attacking us.
We are currently under attack by Ouroboros' enhanced Jaegers and members of the Red Constellation.
The Red Constellation, huh? Gonna be a real pain in the ass, especially with the Blitz there.
Was that Divine Blade Cassius Bright? Yes, it was. Yes, he was. Want to give me battle hints again? That'll be helpful.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gilbert's probably heading up the enhanced Jaegers. Not that he's anything to worry about. His archaisms might still give us some trouble, though.
But speak for yourself. I'll make sure that little errand boy regrets ever stepping foot in here.
Ash, Kurt, I'll be counting on you.
You got it!
Understood. We must stop His Highness.
Yuna, Altina, we're going to need your support as well.
Of course! Let's do this, Ellie!
I'll give it my best. Time for you to show me that new Orbital gear you told me about, Tita.
Yep. Prepare to be amazed.
Oh, Ren and Tita combined on the
All right,
same
guys.
team.
It's time to begin our joint operation. Team A will go starboard. Team B, you head port.
Our current position is the rear side of the lower deck. Let's make our way up to the top deck. Take out any intruders you find along the way.
Right!
Here we go. Operation Ultima's gonna die a lot is gonna commence right now.
This will be the perfect chance to put our teamwork to the test, huh? It's our time to shine, Reen. Let's go!
Right. Show me what you've got, Lloyd.
Reen's voice sounds different. Maybe he got older. His voice got deeper. Press R between the two teams, and then the teams will merge, and then life will be good. Here we go. Oh, thank goodness there's a save thing here. Charge! Wait. Okay, charge!
It's my turn!
Ready to go!
Haven't played as Joshua yet. Look, I'm Joshua again. After so many different games. Look at how he runs. The thing's facing the wrong way, gosh darn it. Come on, turn around. Turn around! Stupid robot, turn around.
Ha!
Yeah.
Ha!
Finish them quick!
Stinky robot. Oh god, look how much damage that
My
did.
turn.
That did nothing. Oh, am I gonna hate this, guys?
It's my turn!
Am I gonna hate this? I think I'm gonna hate this.
Let's go!
It's okay though, because we have Megalith Fall for 0 heart damage.
There!
That did nothing. Oh god. Oh no. Confusion wave now?
Right!
Holy cow. Everyone's nearly dead again.
Arcus, activate!
Alright!
Hey Shikori, what's up? How you doing? Good to see ya.
It's my turn!
Hope all is well
Arcus,
with ya.
activate!
Hope you're doing good. Cool.
I can't lose here! Let's do
There's
this!
always trouble in battles. Yep. Well, there we go. That
There!
worked.
You're wide open!
Summon Ordine. Robots are dead.
You met.
You met. Starting the day, haha, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm at the tough part of the game where the battles are gonna be super, super hard. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. There we go. And now I'm gonna heal up again. This is gonna be happening a lot, by the way. Sorry. Thank God you have help in chat. Yep. I'm happy for you guys to help me out. Is there anything I can purchase, by the way, that would make anyone stronger? Like, Crow can get a better weapon. Only Crow, though. There we go. Ah, we're doing good now. Master Quartz. Trade. Can we trade anything good, maybe? No. EX Orb. Maybe we can get better orbs? Nope. Maybe we can modify Orbman and go to slot and check everything. We can upgrade that and not that one though. No biggie, you're abusing the hell out of the how did the rest feature yourself? What's that? What's the rest feature? Do you mean, oh, it's this? I thought it was like a battle command. Never mind, just ignore me. Alright, let's save the game. Charge! Yeah! Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. Hey, turn around, mister. Turn around.
Watch yourselves. This will be tough.
Screw it. There's a golden palm here, so we're just gonna...
My mind is clear. My blade empty.
My mind empty. I mean, my mind is completely empty when it comes to battles.
I've got this.
Brave orders, yo. I want to save him for the big battles, though. Yeah, you know, I'm already like missing 2 BP. I gotta save him for the big battles.
Moving out.
These are useless tiny battles. Who cares about these battles? Gotta save him for the big ones.
I see you.
First move to make in battle, gather BP in each of them. I'm trying. I'm not getting any break things. Like it's not breaking.
I've got this.
Let's go.
Or any, you know what I mean.
This is the blade of the 8 leaves.
Nice. Yay,
You're a natural, Reen. That 8 leaves technique of yours isn't just for show.
Thanks. You've been holding your own in battles yourself.
All comes down to excellent teamwork. Keep it up.
All comes down to not fighting those monsters. Because oh man, do I not want to fight them. Snuck
That
around
one looks
him.
tough. Keep your guard up.
Whoa! Brave Seed? Crisp Onion I just got there? And U materials. Bro, that's so cool. Hey, big guy. No thank you. I'm fighting you. I'm good. Way to go is breaking enemies first. How do you break them fast, though? It seems like I gotta hit them like 1 billion times to break them. Pantagruel 2. We're moving from the first Pantagruel to the second Pantagruel. In order to really like break enemies, though, I gotta use that sledgehammer BP, which, as we know, costs BP.
Oh, this place. The staircase past here should take us to the deck.
Right. That's how you ran off with the princess 2 years ago.
I heard about that.
Wow. Not bad at all.
I rescued her. Don't go giving people the wrong idea, Crow.
Sure, okay. If you say so.
Okay, we can tease him about it some other time, Ash.
Get a lot of BP back once you break an enemy though. I'm just not good at managing that, you know? I am not a good BP manager. I'm so bad at it. Plus this team's screwed because Yuna's sledgehammer isn't even on this team. Uh-oh. I smell a boss. You know what that means. Return to the realm of normal. Watch out! Duck!
Nice dodge.
It's that guy from back in the Grawl. Gareth the Blitz. Damn, just our luck to run into a heavy hitter this early. Can't say I'm too thrilled to see him again either.
It's nice to see you again too, young master. And you have Detective Lloyd Bannings with you as well. It's been a while.
You got load of attack power though. Focus on damage output instead of breaking. Only go for breaking when you're able to. What's damage output again? So it has. Never thought we'd cross paths again after your last stint in Mainz.
Huh. These are my new hunting grounds. You could forget about making it to the upper deck. I suggest you retreat now.
No, I suggest you retreat. Sorry, but that's just not how we do things. Yeah, the hell kind of wusses you take us for? Mere strength in numbers won't be enough to make us yield. That's right, you'll be the ones retreating, Red Constellation.
Ha! You wish, Black Fang. I've been itching to take you and those Chevaliers on for a while. Having the young master here's just an added bonus. Men, ready your weapons. Let's see them withstand the sting of the Red Scorpion. Gah!
Yeah. Here they come. Take cover from the snipers and aim to break their formation. Defeat ground enemies. Oh no. Does this mean there's gonna be people like down here? Max damage with every craft and art used, meaning sing the brave orders to boost it. Crit bonuses for S crafts and damage bonuses for normal attack crafts. So what a brave order should I use? Like, what are the best damage brave orders? There's the damage 20, damage reduction, no cast time. It's just, like I said, just so much to remember. And my brain damage is tremendous. I forget this stuff exists just like that. It sucks. I hate it. No, Green, don't do that. Power yourselves up.
Yeah. Moving out.
No. Infernal Hunt for S-Craft, Raging Fire for normal crafts and arts. Infernal Hunt for S-Crafts.
Go berserk! Infernal Hunt!
Ready to go! There's all my BP gone. While Elliot's order is you healing. Yep.
Ready to go!
That did like no damage. I suck! I suck at the combat so much.
You're wide open!
Here, attack the wolves.
Too slow! Moving out!
Oh. We get a free, thingy. Yeah, let's do this. Aerial dust! He's blinded. I still take damage though. Ouch. All I can say is ouch.
Let's do this! An opening! You're wide open!
I've got you! You're finished!
Glad someone's here to help
Ready
Ultima.
to go!
Yep. I'm glad someone's here to help Ultima as well. I'll never understand the combat, but at least I'll know somewhat what I need to do.
Let's go! It's down!
Get our PP back up.
Ha!
All
right.
Healing. Healing, healing, healing.
Yeah!
Fine, you can heal yourself.
Right!
I'll get you soon.
Yeah. Ha. Ready to go! Ha. An opening! You're wide open!
Ha!
Recovery. Oh, just kill me now. Oh, cool. Crow's almost dead. Cool.
Give me a break.
Crow's dead. Oh, God.
I've got you!
God,
You're
guys.
finished!
Yep.
I can't lose here.
That's a game over for me.
Not here. Sorry.
Yep. One hit KOs. Love it. Love one hit KOs. So great. What a great feature that was.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Leave it to me.
I'm up. I'll do my
I
best.
got this.
Can I just die?
My turn.
Can I just die and make the
I got
battle
this.
easier? Since you only discovered you're playing this game, you can start again from Skies FC. You're willing to sacrifice your time and guide you all the way when it comes to combat. I don't know. I think I'm a lost cause at this point. I would start again at FC, but, you know, human life is limited on this earth.
Very well.
If I could live 3 lifetimes, maybe I would take you up on that offer there. But sadly, I only have enough time for 1 life.
Sure. Yeah.
1 life and 1 life only. So I will enjoy the combat or the story as much as I can.
Are you okay?
Thanks. Very well.
I know my skills in games. It's not good. So I'll just enjoy the combat as much, or the wow, can't even talk. The story as much as I can.
Very well.
Yeah, now's the time to miss. 1 life is enough for it. The problem having the desire to play something else.
I've got.
And the desire is non-existent at the moment.
Sorry, everyone.
For real?
2 deaths. Just too hard, man.
Very well.
That was foolish.
Do you like Persona games, by the way, Orazu? Yeah, let's weaken these enemies for sure.
There!
There!
I've got this!
We're not weakening them, we're making the fight more fair. That's what that means. Making the fight fair.
I'm up!
Shit! Now!
There!
Ooh.
Too slow!
It's fine.
Moving out! Ha! There! You're wide open! Let's go!
You shouldn't have seen my Persona 4 playthrough is what I'm trying to say. That playthrough was a nightmare. Like, you played Persona 3 and Persona 4 Golden. I recently played Persona 4 Golden. You would have hated my stream of that. I'm even worse at the combat in that game.
Hey! Yeah! Now! An opening!
Moving out.
Good game, good like story and stuff, but the worst combat I have ever seen in a video game. Or one of the worst, at least. Combat took getting used to. Yeah. I just can't do it. If it's too complicated, I just get too flustered.
There!
Yeah, Joshua's dead! Yeah, what a great game! Oh, yes!
Let's go!
Oh, yes, yes, that's so good, yes!
Go berserk! Infernal Hunt! I'm up!
Can I do this without dying?
Arcus activate!
Let's see if we can.
Yeah!
All right.
You can't use art? Ah! Yeah. This game in Persona 4, just great story, great everything. The worst combat ever. I despise the combat in this game with every single game. It gets worse and worse each time, but the story gets better and better. Wow, I still feel completely,
Well, this bites.
I feel completely under level. I feel completely under level, guys.
Everyone.
Completely under leveled for this game right now. I might play these fights on easy mode. I might play the whole game on easy mode, to be honest. I'm stunned. I'm just completely stunned right now. Look at this. Look at this healing. How can anyone beat this on nightmare mode? Normal mode is nightmare mode.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Leave it to me.
I'm up. I'll do my best.
I got this. Let's go.
Sure.
Yeah. Got it.
Just kill my
turn
again.
My
I don't
turn.
care.
Sure.
I don't care,
My
man.
turn.
My turn.
This is only the first of the big battles, too. That's the scary part.
Not today.
I just don't know how to fight, like, multiple enemies like this.
Are you okay?
Just kill them.
Thanks.
Kill them, please.
Very well.
Kill
My
them
turn.
and make the battles easier for me. Please.
I ain't beat yet.
Now.
Please make them easier.
Sorry, everyone.
Look at that. 3.
I've got
3 in one go.
I'm not done yet. Gotta be kidding me.
Grew up with turn-based combat thanks to Final Fantasy. Well, I'm good at the combat in Final Fantasy. It's not so complicated in that game. There's like not many things to remember, or forget rather, or remember. I was like amazing at the combat in Final Fantasy, except for 8. The 8's combat was the worst combat in the history of games. But 6, 7, 9, and 10 had amazing combat. And I love the combat in those games. Yeah, I just suck. I blame it on the brain damage I have.
It's my turn.
Should I just like use all S-crafts? I'm lost. I'm completely lost.
Go berserk!
I might have no
Infernal
choice.
Hunt!
It's my turn.
Go, Joshua! Phantom Raid!
I'm up!
Go, Lloyd!
It ends here!
Rising Sun!
It's my turn!
And there's 2 still alive.
I failed.
Alright, 1 left.
I've got.
Yep, heal yourself.
Let's go! It's down!
There! I've got this!
I also played another JRPG called Golden Sun. Have you heard of that one before? The combat in that game is amazing too.
You're wide open! Damn you! Damn you!
Damn. You ain't seen nothing.
Alright, that battle was a nightmare. But let's move on now. Let's move on. The underdogs bite back. Well, they forced us to retreat before. No one said it'd be easy. It's all good. We held them back long enough. Retreat for now. Yeah! It's a flash grenade. I knew they'd pull something like this. They were actually able to retreat in that split second. That was fast. Get back here. We're not done with you. Leave them. We've got bigger fish to fry in the upper deck. That was 1 obstacle cleared. Let's keep going. Yeah! I wish there was just better healing moves in this game. Final Fantasy games have healing moves that that activate just like that. In this game, we have to wait for the healing moves. Also, I'm Estelle now. It's been many, many years since I was Estelle. 8 was your first FF you got for Christmas, and a little Azardo 9 or 10 years old. The Battle of Learning English and Alien Junctioning. Systems set you up greatly when it came to learning battle strategies in TBC. Well, you're lucky that was your first, or maybe unlucky, but maybe that's why you're so good. You learned the most awful battle system in the history of battle systems, and now you can defeat everything, anything and everything. Where my first Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy, the first one.
We get the first attack! Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna
Catch
run
you later.
actually. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake, guys. Let's, There we go. Golden Sun, you emulated a few years ago, quite the solid RPG. Yeah, I love Golden Sun. Possibly one of my favorite RPGs out there.
That one looks tough.
This will be quite the tea party.
B what? Only the original GBA version though? Yeah. Golden Sun and Golden Sun Lost Age. Golden Sun Lost Age was even better.
Huh. Think you can handle this? Meet your end!
Yes!
So these things act well to crafts, I guess, huh?
Here I... Now's the time! I'll follow up!
Let's go!
The DS version, by the way, the DS Golden Sun was not bad. Not as good as the originals, of course, but still not bad.
How naive!
You're naive. You got Lost Age downloaded? Haven't got into it yet? Oh man, you're gonna love it. I have a feeling it's gonna be great.
Yes! Fire!
Very well.
Golden Sun is definitely in my top 10 favorite games. I'm not sure where in my top 10, but it's definitely in my top 10.
Yeah.
Faux show.
Let's go. Ha!
I'm going. Ha! Yes.
Very well.
Let's go, guys. That's not good. Healing. That's the worst. I hate enemies that heal themselves. All that precious damage that took me forever to deal to them, they just heal just like that.
Yeah!
That was one of the big problems with the 3.
It's my turn now.
Trails of Cold Steel 3.
Very
Trails
well.
of Cold Steel 3 had a lot of enemies that healed themselves, and it drove me insane. Any other series on the list? I'll have to think about that.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Chrono Trigger was good, I know that much.
Yeah.
Ow.
Back off! Easy peasy.
Level up! Hey, level 8. Lloyd's Craft leveled up first.
Yeah,
Wow.
I did it!
That's a given? Yeah.
Wow, Yuna. I'm impressed.
Aw, thanks. Right back at ya. You're really kicking some butt out there.
Those two seem to work well together. Yep. They're pretty much on the same wavelength.
I could say the same about you
Very
two.
well.
It's my turn. It's my turn now.
Only Tina can fight in the field.
There! You get the first attack!
Chrono Trigger's legendary? Yeah. I played it on the DS for the first time a couple of years ago, and I loved it. Chrono Cross not so much, but still love the hell out of it. I never played Chrono Cross.
Yeah!
Maybe I should someday.
Very well.
Maybe one day I'll get to it.
Yes! Fire!
Oh.
I'm going!
Heavy XL. Yeah, we'll do
Ready
this
or
one.
not!
Ready or not? One of you's dead.
Now then. Wide open!
Gotcha! Let's go.
Would you say Pokemon counts as RPG or turn-based? It is turn-based.
Here you go.
And that's how you do it.
Wow. For a PS title, PS1 title, it's one of the best. We'll say that Pokemon was my first turn-based, like, ever.
There!
Oh, that one seems fun.
Which one seems fun? It's probably not fun. Oh, it's just that one again. Also, I think something is very wrong here. Something is very, very wrong. Tactics... E... The 2 stars, the 2 best friends together. Perfect. Charge! What am I doing, actually? Go back to the beginning and heal yourselves, because you're all dying. Oh yeah, can I modify my ordnance? Maybe get a little bit stronger? No, nope. No, I cannot. Alright, good night, everyone. Can't think of too many other JRPGs or turn-based combat games. Oh, Etrian Odyssey. That's another good one there. That's another good game series. A little tough, but I lose, I learn, I get better. Not good for streaming, but it's good to play.
That one looks like it means business. Be careful.
Ichi and Odyssey series made the
That enemy looks strong.
Persona series
Let's
too.
be careful.
Uh-oh, is it big battle time? I'm sensing big battle time.
There!
There we go. I shot whatever's inside, so I should be fine now. Wait a minute. Aha!
I think this corridor may be where I tried to stop Instructor Reen 2 years ago.
Oh, Tina, why would you do that? Why would you stop Instructor Reen? What did he ever do to you, huh?
Oh, right. Back when he did stuff to you and then ran off with the princess.
What a creep.
He's beyond despicable. How could he do that to such a precious, innocent young girl?
Now, everyone. Don't tease him like that.
Oh, he's pretty popular. It's fine if we make fun of him a little.
He brought this upon himself.
Welcome to the new sitcom Everyone Picks on Reen. Coming to Fox Channel in 2000 or whatever. In this new lovable sitcom, there's a guy named Reen and everyone picks on him. He's a normal guy, but everyone just keeps assuming he's a pervert or something. Watch out, everyone! Eh? Yuna! Ah! Yuna, come this way. Orbital mines? What a dirty tactic. Whoa, that was close. Thanks, guys. No worries. We've got to keep each other safe. I have a feeling I know who set these traps. Speak of the devil, the ex-secretary of Ruan.
Just thought I'd swing by and say hello.
Uh-oh. It's Gilbert. Ouroboros was enhanced Jaegers, and you are?
You can, and should, address me as Gilbert Stein, Regimental Commander of the 6th Enhanced Jaeger Brigade. I'll thank you to forget about my old job title. The mere thought of those days brings a tear to my eye.
Your crappy career path is your own fault. I heard you were stamping around Erebonia. See, I see you're back at it again. Remember when you helped us out? What happened to that Gilbert, huh? What? You worked together with a guy like this? You referred to when Phantasma appeared, correct? You really done your homework. Then again, I suppose you are from the Intelligence Division. That's right, you helped clear the way for us.
That was then. This is now. I only graced you with my help because the situation called for it. Nothing more. In the 3 years since, I've been climbing the ranks in Ouroboros, rung by rung. Though I've suffered a few setbacks here and there, I know this time I'll make it to the top. They'll make me an enforcer for sure. Or maybe even an Anguis.
Or maybe even the Grandmaster.
Good goddess. There he goes again.
Turns out Gilbert is the Grandmaster.
We don't need a whole preamble for every fight.
How about you stow your mouth and show your commander some respect?
Gilbert's always 2 games up behind. Poor guy. The voice dialogue and the words that were shown were wrong. He went, yeah, and not, bwahahahaha. 0 out of 10 unplayable game. Am I right, guys? What's that noise? A flying archaism? But that means it's the same one he used in Phantasma. Uh-oh.
How do you like this?
A pilotable archaism? I'll read your big comment in a second, don't worry. Gah, not this thing again. But I could have sworn that prickly-haired priest destroyed it back in Gransol.
Oh, he did. But after my heroic self-sacrifice in Phantasma, I had the 13 factories build me another. But don't think it's the same as the old one. This model rolled out just the other day. Greater and grander than ever before.
Sounds like Ouroboros' Six Anguis at work. The mad scientist strikes again. I'm getting a strange sense of deja vu here.
Marveling in fear, are you? You should consider this an honor. History will remember you as yet another victory on the increasingly impressive resume of the great Gilbert Stein.
Oh, you're in for a real wake-up call, pal. They're coming. Come on, let's cut his career short.
I'll wipe the floor with you!
Thank God that guy goes first, so I can't get the free BP thing. I should quit before the next fight? Yeah, I will, actually. This'll be my last fight, guys. After this, I'm gonna end the playthrough here, and I'm going to play Fortnite instead. Hopefully you all can join me in my quest to becoming the best Fortnite streamer. It's gonna be great! Finally, Fortnite, and I know, right? You've all been waiting. None of you have been waiting for me to stream that game. What did you say here? He never got drawn into Pokemon. He was introduced to me through a dubbed German TV channel. Pretty cool. Ran alongside DBZ, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, Detective Conan, Shaman King, all the 4 seasons of Digimon. Oh my gosh. Orozu was watching all the good shows back in the day. All the good shows. Shaman King. I've forgotten about Shaman King for years.
Arcus, activate! Now then.
Because it's amazing how they keep giving Gilbert new tech to use in combat. He's always ends up completely wrecking it. He's the equivalent of the crash test dummy. Poor guy. But that's how we do. That's how Gilbert does. Gilbert does what Nintendo Gilbert. Never mind.
Huh. Think you can handle this? Meet your end!
Oh, cool. Not only did that do no damage whatsoever, but it missed a
my
dog.
turn.
So, once again, I feel completely underpowered and very underleveled here. And yeah. I await the day I get my lucky break. Shaman King is being remade as an anime.
Now.
I might have to pick that up sometime. Right now, though, I'm watching a very big Animu show. And when I'm done with it, I'll be watching an even bigger Animu show.
Ready or not, here I come! Yeah. They're down!
No problem.
Yeah.
Name. You're watching 8 different anime this season? What are they? Cool. No chance to counter. That's okay. I don't want to counter things. You know, I don't want to cancel healing arts and stuff. What are you, a pussy? Why you want to cancel them? Just take it head on.
Now then.
Can I attack anything? Oh, I'm watching every episode of Beyblade that's out. All the Beyblade. I'm finishing up Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I'm watching a different anime called Sunday Without God.
Yeah.
Which is a very interesting show.
I'll follow up. It's my turn.
Guys, watch this. I'm gonna move here. S-Craft on critical turn. I suppose. Only problem is Estelle's do only 1, right? Screw you!
It's time we entertained our guests. Round and round. Up you go. Let the party begin. I do hope you enjoyed yourself.
Awesome. That was pretty cool. That was a dirty grenade.
Finished!
Angel of Slaughter indeed. She is the Angel of Slaughter. You know what I've noticed? It's always the little girls that are badasses. Always the little girlies. But when it comes to little boys, nope. They're all wussies.
Yay! That's great! That's nice! A nice opportunity like that to get a good hit in, and she misses! Woo!
I'm okay, guys. I'm okay.
What I got?
Was that a bad idea? I don't know.
Damn you!
Leave it to me.
You liked her more in 2D? What's 2D again?
Fire!
I failed.
Embarrassing.
Eat this! Ha! You're finished!
Oh, you want to play Rock'em Sock'em Robots? We'll play Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
It's my turn.
Oh, in 2D. Oh, I thought that was a game for a second.
Fire!
Yeah, she's a little scarier in 2D.
You're finished!
Ow!
Very well.
That was, that hurt.
Yeah.
Not really.
But how? This is the latest model!
Look at that face.
It's my turn now.
Did you see that face? That was amazing. Alright. Got excited that there's another game into the series, didn't ya? In this game? With this game series? Yes.
Here's our chance.
No problem. Very well.
No problem. That's not good.
Don't give in.
Thanks.
Right.
Oh man. Let me tell ya, well, this is restores HP, but it's only to one person.
It's my turn.
Soon, your man, soon. Hajimari should get a Western release toward the winter. Oh man. I gotta wonder, where are we gonna be in life when the entire game series is done? The entire all of the game series. Will I even be alive to see it?
Yeah.
So, Cresmu did not even heal her.
Eat this!
Don't give in.
Thanks. It's my turn now.
My turn now. It's my turn.
To kill.
Ready or not, here I come. Here's our chance.
No problem. Now then.
Now then.
Arcus, activate. Right.
See, that's what I mean. There's a delay. I don't like the delays on healing moves. The healing should be like that, instant, on the same turn.
You're finished!
I'm going to fart on someone's face.
Hey, Chacha!
Why, thank you.
Leave it to me.
There's healing crafts and items if you need instant healing. But that uses CP though. Precious CP. That's been a problem since the beginning. Yeah.
Here you go.
That's been a problem since the beginning. I always like saving my CP up, because once I run out of CP, like that's it, I'm screwed.
Let's go.
You're
finished!
Yay!
Yes!
Miss.
Yeah!
Missing all day.
You're finished!
You know what? I'm doing
How
this.
naive.
I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal everyone just to keep everyone healed.
Why, thank
so much.
you.
Thanks. I'm going.
Maybe even a game or two set in Arteria. 15 to 20 years from now, I'll be 50. So, cool.
There! They're down!
No problem. Very well.
I'm glad that the combat is gonna change soon to more actiony. Something tells me I'm gonna be either awful at that or a master at that.
Yeah! Wide open.
I'll follow up.
Oh,
Right.
ouchie.
Oh no. No, not critical mode.
Yes.
Are you gonna heal? I hope you do heal. I love it when you heal. Cool.
Let's
Oh, that hit Ren too. She was way over there. That's so epic. About the same, no biggie, gotta survive till then. Yep. Old Man Ultima can mash his buttons to defeat all his enemies. Yep. Gladly. I will gladly mash
turn
mash
now.
me buttons.
It's my turn now.
Leave it to me.
I get a free zero order. Yay! Which one of these is good? I have no idea. Absolute Reflect. That might be good.
And shield.
Yes. Fire!
Oh,
Very well.
Sucker. Sucker fishes. You would like to pre-order Kuro, but the release date isn't known yet. Gotta replay Hajimari on the hardest difficulty.
My turn now. Yes.
Look, we're getting our CPs back.
Here's our chance.
No problem.
Leave it to me.
Implementation of the real-time combat. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll be like Ys's combat.
Now then.
I like Ys's combat.
I'm gonna beat you up.
Not a chance. Get him. I got you. You're done for. Hey, you're not half bad.
Always happy to help.
Level up, level up, level up. They pull it off neatly, free movement in battle even when you switch to turn base. We'll see, huh?
I got a little stronger.
I have high hopes.
Diligence is its own reward.
Yeah, I did it.
Stats updated. Level up.
Oh, did you see that? She did the finger sign. That means she has to punch us all now. Clever. Clever girl, Tio.
Too strong.
Pull yourselves together! We can't let the Red Constellation see us like this! My reputation as your commander's at stake! At this rate... Wait! What's happening?
Well, I don't think they finished carrying out quality assurance testing on that model. How embarrassing to be a member of the same organization as an idiot of this caliber. Should I restrain him? No, no time. Leave him. You've got to join the other team on the upper deck. Right. I think it's just up the stairs ahead. We all want Tio to punch us? No. Yeah. Time to bust down this door. And go this way. Go this way. Go this way.
Lloyd's team will be taking on the Red Constellation. I hope they'll be all right.
Of course they will. They've got Joshua and Reen with them too.
Yeah, let's go join the others up on deck.
Like that the talking kept happening while they were resting. Alright, hang on a minute. Imagine getting beat by a bunch of girls. That's how most JRPGs go. Wait, hang on a minute. Okay, everyone's dead. Let's go. Hey, we're this team again.
The deck's just up ahead.
We've got to keep the enemy's main forces at bay.
We don't know what's up ahead. Be ready for anything.
Be ready for something cool or anything or whatever. Wait a minute. Oh. See? No one here can do the move. No one here has a big cannon that they can't shoot in. Now they're gonna get ambushed. Sorry, Reen, but your team's just in trouble now.
Your Highness!
There they are! Belle!
Oh boy.
Zephyr, too.
And Lecter's with him.
Damn, they've got us surrounded.
Sharon. So the two of you have come as well.
And the rest are on the other side.
Allow me to congratulate you all on making it this far. But then again, I should expect no less from such an accomplished group of heroes.
Crown Prince is one of the people on my rotten little shit list.
You guys managed to take down Gareth's crew, huh? Not bad.
Well, technically speaking, they made more of a, shall we say, tactical retreat.
Is it time? It might be time.
Impressive as it is, I'm afraid your luck has just run out.
Kind of funny how we all have this boy-girl split going on, though.
Not a whole lot of places for you to run here. Unless you plan on getting through all that.
I bet we could.
There's nowhere left to go.
I've got to buy guys some time. I have only one thing to ask you, Your Highness.
What do you mean, Campanella? I know. This is split girls and boys.
You said earlier that the Chancellor himself was the one who put you up to this. Is that true?
Huh? What are you trying to say?
You caught on that fast, huh?
Sharp as always.
Of course it's true. I wouldn't lie about something like that. Though I suppose he didn't explicitly tell me to take down the ship and everyone aboard.
As I thought. Hold on. This is insane.
So you're going to slaughter all these world leaders to jumpstart the war yourself?
Yes. That sums it up rather well. But it doesn't have to be that messy. Surrender quietly and I'll see to it your deaths are staged. Naturally, the tragedy will be reported as a cruel assault by the Calvardian army.
Wow. It's almost impressive how far off the deep end this guy's gone.
You'd stoop to staged lies and false pretenses just to start a war? Unlike your brother, it sounds like you've learned nothing from Hamel.
I see. So, you're one of the orphans of Hamel. Then you should know better than anyone. Our world is built on a bedrock of lies.
Joshua.
Who cares about all that crap? Princey boy here wanted our help. So Lady Belle was like, hey, why not?
We procured the Crimson Arg at His Highness's request. After all, who are we to deny his command? The Grandmaster gave us the go-ahead, of course, but I've been looking forward to taking it out on a spin for a while now.
You really are a slave to your desires, aren't you? Must be a third Anguis thing.
Belle, what happened to you?
It's not like you're any better, fool!
Furthermore, the gender split between us doesn't wholly apply with you here.
Oh, right. My bad. How could I forget?
Campanella's a girl.
Huh? Ugh! Enough of this meaningless prattle!
They may have us cornered, but we have them outnumbered. And I, for one, refuse to back down. We'll fight no matter the odds.
Huh? You said it! You're way off base if you think we're going down without a fight.
Agreed. The many dignitaries gathered here today are depending on us to ensure their safe escape.
We've got our own path to find. A third one, just like Reen said. We're not letting you close it off that easy.
Right. If it's do or die, we choose to do.
Lloyd. Joshua.
Ha! They're bringing out the inspirational speeches. Guess that means it's go time, huh?
Indeed. We won't let you get away with this, Your Highness.
Very well. Go ahead and stake your lives on a mere glimpse of hope.
You may have numbers, but we have power on our side.
Guess it's time for you youngins to show us what you're worth.
Oh boy.
You're still bright, yeah, the bracer? You don't look all that strong to me, but I bet that means you're hiding something nice under the hood. Let's see if I can get you to bear it all. I'd love a little taste.
Excuse me? Whatever. We might have missed each other back in Crossbell, Bloody Shirley, but the only thing you're getting a taste of today is the business end of my staff.
I'll help too. Maribel. Ready to pick up where we left off 2 years ago?
Adios has brought me here so that I may finally set you straight. You're my closest friend, Belle. It's up to me to make you see the light.
A lot of things is gonna happen here. It's gonna be crazy.
My. Since when did you two grow so determined? If you're so eager to oppose me, then fine. I'll relish hearing your sweet cries of agony.
Wow, I can't even tell which one of you is more twisted. Oh well, guess that means the friendly banter phase is over now,
About time. I'm ready to get down to business. I think I'll start by wiping that smug little smile off your face.
2 Knights of the Stalritter and the Severing Eclipse. We will stop you here. What a lively little get-together this is shaping up to be. A shame we can't stop for a spot of tea. I really did enjoy the kind you served, Sharon.
Why, Lady Wren, that banquet was 4 whole years ago. I'm honored you'd find it so memorable.
You seem to have grown considerably since last we saw you, Duvalie. But enough talk. It's time. Begin Radiant Star Formation. Let's go, Kruger!
Given your power, you should have no problem keeping up with us. Of course. My strength is yours.
Wait, with her? But how?
Guess it can't hurt to play the prince's little game.
Indeed. However, this little game will influence the rest of the war.
Try and keep this entertaining for us. Okay, Class 7?
Oh, believe me, you'll be in stitches after we're done with you.
If you're so intent on drowning this world in dissonance, then we'll just have to silence you.
My Jaeger days ain't behind me just yet. Not until we settle our little rivalry for good.
Teams A and B, prepare to break through on both fronts. Goddess be with us. Together, we'll overcome every barrier in our way.
You can just stab the cameraman. We are so screwed. Oh god, we're fighting with everyone. We are so screwed, guys. Anyone want to take your bets? How many times will I reset?
Man, what's the deal with all the dudes here?
I don't know. Why does it matter, man?
They will make fine opponents regardless.
A million, billion, trillion. Sweet.
Yeah! Moving out!
Yeah. Oh, and Joshua's CP is nearly gone too. That's good. Yeah, I have no idea what to do with these teams, guys. Ash is like the only good one here. He almost died in one of these battles. Oh, that's the level of how tough it is. Selen, our resident best player here.
Sure.
I have no idea what to do. There's so many things. I can only... Oh, looks like the HP needs to get to a certain point. So I can half everyone's HP at least. Can I try something stupid, guys? Can I try something slightly stupid? I'm gonna try something stupid, okay?
Now!
Now, aerial path.
Arcus, activate!
It's only slightly stupid, but maybe it'll work. You guys ready?
Now, let's dance!
Let's dance.
Moving out! I will not falter again!
I will probably falter again.
About time I got this started.
Eat steel! Berserker!
Does he have a unblade?
I'd just give up if I were you.
Is that what that is?
Just as strong as I anticipated.
Haha! One's gone.
Have a taste of this! Riot Flame!
That's not good.
Knew it wouldn't be that easy.
This ain't so easy after all.
Yes! Yes, guys! Operation Bull Crap the Plan, Bull Defeat Them Quickly. We did good. Alright, round 2. Will this one go just as well? Or will I die? A slow and painful
We are the
death.
Blades of Ouroboros.
Now face us in all our splendor!
We will not hold back. Prepare yourselves.
My duty
Wow.
calls.
Rude. Chrono Burst. Gain 2 additional turns. Oh, it's just for Duvalie though.
Here I go.
2 additional turns. That's amazing. This is cool. Let's do this move.
Activate. Here. Very well.
Do you have, no you don't. Cure stat down. Oh, just for you? Have it be for everyone. Come on, game. Please, game, please. Sorry you're back. Had an AFK for a bit. Granny was with you and you needed help getting into bed. I gotcha. No problem. I hope she's doing well.
Yeah.
Good.
There.
Am I not gonna like this?
Excellent.
Alright, I don't know what that did. Probably nothing good.
Are you okay?
Probably nothing good. Oh, good. You know, you know, Lefort.
Commence drive! Very well.
Go!
Yeah!
Go!
I'll save you. Are you
Thank
okay?
you so much. Take this!
I shall go.
Operation BS way to beat the game is gonna be active here as well.
There. Very well. Our chance!
I'll follow up.
For an 84-year-old, she's doing
Well,
great.
shall
That's
we?
good. Her right knee is busted though. Oh no, what happened? Waiting for joint replacement surgery. COVID slowed the aspect down. Oh, that sucks. I'm glad she's doing good though.
Prism Caliber!
Enjoy the time you have with your grandmother. You never know how long you'll have with her.
It's time we entertained our guests.
Time to entertain our guests.
Now, transform. Sync complete. Go, Arcadius gear. Ready, launch. Rionac, open fire. Exterminating target. Yeah!
Haven't seen Altina's move in a long time.
Impressive as always.
You've worn me out quite a bit.
Remarkably done.
There we go. Second battle done. Clap, 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 clap.
Shirley, dear, how about we toy with them a bit?
Thought you'd never ask.
At least you two seem to be hitting it off.
I'm gonna be in a little bit more trouble here because, AP requirements. Oh, screw off. Reduce all enemy HP. Well, so much for getting the AP. Grams live till 99. That's pretty good. Kind of prepared for the inevitable with her now. Yeah. Hopefully it won't happen for a long time. I only say that because, oh my god.
How careless of you!
I only say that because 2 years ago, or 3 years ago,
My turn now.
my great-grandma was still here. And then a year ago, my grandmother was, or 2 years ago, 3 years my great-grandmother was still here. And a year ago, my grandmother was still here. And both of them are gone now. My last grandmother, too.
Yes!
Which is super, super sad. You heal, right, Ellie? I still have my grandpa, though, so that's good. Gotta hear that, y'all. Yay, thanks.
Here I go!
I still think about him from time to time.
They're off guard!
Barely any damage.
Gotcha!
Awesome. Yeah.
How careless of you!
What a great
Back off!
thing.
Keep it up!
Cheer.
There!
Trifecta of loss in such short succession. Yeah. Okay, game. Time to stop. Time to stop now. Time to stop.
What I got?
Get. Okay, she's nearly defeated now. Maybe we can get the AP requirement.
This is it!
Maybe this is it. You know?
Yahoo!
Okay, stop.
Yeah, right!
Oh!
Of course!
Alright, bye, Tio.
Yes.
Oh, what a great battle.
Keep it up! Thanks.
Yeah.
How careless of
We
you.
lost.
Don't give in!
We lost.
Thanks.
Game over. Game over.
Oh! It's my turn.
I admit defeat. Let's get them weaker. Let's get them a bit weaker.
No.
If this was a fight to earn your brave orders, this was it. You know what, Arazu? I forgot that brave orders even existed again.
Let's go!
I forgot that brave orders were even a thing again. That's
It's my
how
turn.
bad I am at these games. I forget. There's just too much to remember. Just way too much for me. I just can't do it, man. Just can't do it, man.
Let's see how this treats you. Return fire.
How did that miss?
Return fire. Don't give in.
Thanks!
Yeah.
I love how they get 1,000 turns. That's so awesome.
Hey, my turn now!
That's so great. Give me the turns. Give me the thousands of turns. Sledge, Selge, plus normal craft until breakpoint. What's Selge again? Switch to crit bonus. How do I switch to crit bonus? What is crit bonus? First with S crafts. It's just I can't even. I'm like a teenage girl. I just can't even. Too much to remember.
Leave it to me.
Please just kill.
Thanks,
Sledgehammer.
don't give in.
Oh, make sure you say the full names.
Thanks.
All right. Like
Leave
I
it to
said,
me.
I just get too easily confused. I hate it. I hate being this way, but that's just how I am. It's the life I was cursed with.
Here's
7 spheres. We're all
Where are
dead.
everyone?
That's cool.
Sorry, everyone.
Game over.
Oh, you will not gain any AP. How great.
I'm gonna retry once. So walk me through this. Each and every, turn, walk me through this, alright? Yep. Thanks.
Let's go!
So what do I do? What's the first thing I do right now? I want to defeat these guys, super fast. Sledge?
Breakthrough.
And now what?
Let's go!
Normal craft till breakpoint. That would use CP though. That's the problem there. I want to save my big CP moves to take out these guys. Estelle's Hurricane. Break is D rating 2.
Get him!
Barely any damage.
I've got you.
Not only is it barely any damage, but barely any break.
Here I go.
Barely any break stuff happened. So, now what? What should Yuna do? What should the Yuna do that will make her be not at 200? I've got BP. What do I do? Because I don't know. Gemini? This? Gemini Blast? Right? Is it Gemini Blast or a different Gemini thing? I'm not gonna do anything until I know for sure. Okay. Once again,
leave it to me.
Barely did it. What should she do? All of these moves are so bad. Oh, this is disaster. I don't think we're getting maximum AP, guys. I have the feeling it's just not happening. Do you have any good moves here? Breath, maybe? Show her arts for a second. Airstrike, Nemesis, Aerial, Dust, Iaxan Vault, Golden Sphere, and Cross Crusade. And then there's that, and that. Fortuna? Alright. It's cool that you're over there, Estelle. Thanks for chilling over there, buddy.
Ha!
It's awesome.
By flowing mana. Be gone!
Don't give in. Cool. Yuna's asleep. That's cool.
Thanks. Yeah, right!
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's great. Oh, what a great time. Yeah. Oh, and it's his turn now.
It's my turn.
That casting time. Yep. It's all so random. So what should Tio do that will make her go below CP that we need? Analyze, Beam, Zimbarbar, and Absolute Zero. Your move, my friend. What should I do? Oh, man. Stretchy. Stretch. I'm just waiting for the best thing that she should do. Because Lord knows I don't know. Switch out to Ash if we had Ash. Yep, that would be awesome. That would be cool. What should we do instead then? Am I just screwed again? Go with Galleon. And I can do it. It'll hit everyone.
Commencing drive. Right.
Alright, Estelle's here now. What can Estelle do now? Hurricane again, even though Hurricane sucks? Or Barrage? Because Break is SS, see? You think that would be better? Go with the damage reduction Brave Order first? Which one's that? This one? I'm gonna assume this one.
Bring it on! My turn now.
And now what? What's next? She's at 200. I could use her big move now. Her big move. Hurricane. It would be cool if these two were together, but that's just me luck there.
Get him!
No, you use the big moves on crit bonuses? What if there's no crit bonuses, though? And we need to do the crit bonus things.
It's my turn.
Like these battles like go on too long. I can't do it, man. Alright, what's next? Because I don't know. Can she even like do anything whatsoever? Should I heal, do you think? Use impede move by Ellie on... Does she even have a... Yes, she does.
Here I go! Nuh-uh!
Ow.
Return fire!
Oh!
Here I go!
Alright, what can she do now? Forte, do you think, to get our attack up? Cancels the art. Yeah, I know that much at least. I know that much. Now what? Use her big break moves. Quick Star? Quick Star. Accelerate. That's 80 CP though.
Let's go.
And she's almost dead now. I'm gonna heal Yuna
Commencing
before all
drive.
of her CP
Leave
is
it to me.
wasted. Tio freeze. Oh. Gotta go a little bit faster there, my friend. But no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm good. I hope I'm good. I don't feel good, Mr. Stark.
Ha! Alrighty then.
Huh. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh, you're doing the same move I am. Oh, instant. That's great.
Yes.
Like this is going on too long. I'm getting nervous, guys. I'm getting so nervous. So incredibly nervous right now. Just keep doing holy breath, I guess. Forever and ever.
Time to switch seats.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Thanks.
Yes.
Are we all together? You said Tio freeze? Which one? There's four freeze moves. I'm gonna guess this freeze move.
Commencing drive. Right.
All I can do is just pray that these work. Nova, yes.
How about this?
Leave it to me.
I just love that there's no critical things coming up. Sledge again.
Breakthrough. Leave it to me.
Oh yeah. Impede.
Here I go. Help me out
Why
now,
did that
would
not
you?
work? Why did that not work?
Keep it up.
Impede's eye, she still
Thanks.
pulls it off. Which is so
Return fire.
awesome. Alright, here we go. Here comes the big moves. Bell kinda hexes it. What does that mean?
All right.
Did she do the cheat? And she can't use... She can only use arts at the moment. Break is only halfway down. This break thing is just not good, guys. It really is, like, really not good. If this was like a real good break thing, it would be a down to like right near the shield is at this point. You know?
It's my turn.
Guess what, guys? Guess what, guys? I did the wrong move, but I'm going for it.
Now,
I'm going for it, everyone.
let us begin.
I'm going for it.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
I'm going for it. Here we go.
Hope you're ready.
This is where we take risks. Haha.
I figured you'd put up a fight.
One's gone.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Fun.
Keep it up. Thanks. Back off. Don't give up.
Thank you.
Let's get her out of here now.
What?
I risked it, and they're both gone, and we're good now.
Ooh, now we're getting somewhere.
Now I don't need to worry about the AP stuff. I can just go for it.
Back off. Don't give up. Keep it up.
Okay, stop.
Thanks. Here I
They're
go.
slightly annoyed that unit isn't in striker mode. You know what? I forgot that even I forgot that even existed. Is she gonna do anything bad? No, she's not. Oh, I
I'll
think
show
we're
you
dead.
the wonders of alchemy.
I think we're dead now.
Come forth, my darlings. It's time to play.
Uh-oh, the dolls are back.
Here I come. Curious Santa. Sleep tight now.
Cool.
I need to do something.
Alright, everyone actually lived somehow. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with everyone being alive. I like how she moves like the next turn immediately. I find that so awesome and so epic and awesome. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know, man. I freak out. That did nothing.
Now.
I was hoping it'd do something. Heal up. I'm healing up.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
By flowing mana. Be gone.
Pika!
Keep it up.
3 people asleep. 3 people out of commission.
Right.
Alright. She can't use arts now. Oi, oi, oi.
Too slow.
It's barrage time.
Here's the kicker.
Defense is down. That's good.
Not a chance. Here I go.
Use your little Gravion hammer. Is there any that's faster, maybe? No? Alright.
It's my turn.
Right. She can't do anything right now except heal. You need it
Orcus
more.
activate! Yeah!
After you show through this, you gotta show me your orbals and accessory setup. I will. I will.
Yeah. Don't give in! Thanks.
Gravion hammer.
Yes!
Ioxin
Orcus
Bolt.
activate!
That's gonna work.
It's my turn.
Blue Nova.
Commencing drive.
She's not gonna attack for a while. That's good.
Let's go.
And finally, Estelle's strongest attack, the anticlimactic staff move.
Here I go.
Followed by Yuna's attack. Oh, Yuna can't do a thing. Oh, yeah, she can. Never mind.
Orcus activate. Huh.
Alright. Teota, you can do it. Please do it. Please finish her off. Yay!
How delightful.
Oh, that was a nightmare. That was a nightmare battle. Levels up. Oh, look. Estelle and Ellie leveled up twice, and Tio did too. Sweet. AP increased by 3.
Now
Oh,
then,
yeah.
time to annihilate you all.
Not done yet.
Just give it everything you got.
I'm done showing mercy. Prepare yourself.
You took it your own way, was not fast enough, excuse me. Huh? You took it your own way, was not fast enough? Oh no, not again. Are you saying like, I wasn't fast enough, or or someone else was not?
Struggle in vain. Vermilion fervor.
Ow. With the tips? No problem. It's all good.
I'm up! Arcus activate!
Survive.
Won't let you.
Survive.
Yeah!
Survive! And now it's time to go crazy.
My mom.
That
Let's
did
go.
barely any damage. What the heck is going on? Why do I suck at life?
My turn.
All right.
Do you have the true gladiator accessory on Reem, perhaps? No, but I could. I could have it on Reem. I want to see if I can get
the dual blades
a quick
of...
out. Just want to see if I can get a quick out. Cross Rebellion! And Lloyd can do it too now.
It ends here.
Nope, they're all alive. We're screwed.
Not today!
Hey, catch ya.
Yeah, can you not attack him, please?
Won't let you.
Oh.
Give me a break.
That's great. Yep, we're dead. Oh, God. God save us all.
Won't let you.
Yep. Yep. When do we get a move? Oh, go. Yes. George will get out of here, but this guy won't. This guy has a crap ton of HP. Too late, pretty much the get-go damage. Strategy for damage output, 2 true accessories on Reem, spamming crafts in ogre mode, enhancing damage with brave orders. Oh well. We're screwed.
It ends here.
We screwed.
You're stronger than I
At
expected.
least George is gone.
It's my turn!
It's my turn. And I can't do a thing. Because everything is just... every status effect is on me. Why did that not work? Why did that not work? Why did that not work? How come our CP is at 200 again? Oh no, Cedric's gonna be defeated first. Oh, no, yes!
It ends here.
We got it. Use a dragon incense? What's that? What's a dragon incense?
I can't lose.
Okay. Areen has this paralysis thing on him. How do we get rid of that? I just used a thing that does get rid of it, and it didn't get rid of it. So how do we get rid of how do we get rid of this thing? Because it did not work last time. Is it a stat down thing or an ailment thing? Maybe Recurria I need to use? I don't know. You can see that though, right? The little zappy zap thing? How do I get rid of it? Is it a stat down or an ailment? Because I don't know anymore. Should I look it up, maybe? How to get rid of Zappy Zap? What's it even called? Curia Bomb? How come it didn't work the last time, though? Ha! There we go. Finally, and now this should take out both of them. Use Recurria? Not sure anymore. Yeah, sorry. Sorry for being just not good at this game. Nope, I failed.
Stubborn pests.
Nope, I failed. I don't care. I don't care. I no longer care. Not interested for extra AP.
What's that, bro? Want an extra AP? Yeah, not gonna happen. You suck at this game. Ultima.
Oh, God. Just nightmare.
Well, we managed to meet up in the middle at least.
I got through it. That's the most important thing now. Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, I'd say we're at a stalemate here.
I got one section of the AP. That other guy had like, I bet 1 HP left.
These guys are a real pain in the ass. It makes for a killer photo op, though. These snaps are like gold!
They've taken countermeasures to ensure the Merkaba wouldn't be able to act.
It's Merkaba, not Merkaba?
So it seems. With all these guns trained on us, we'd end up taking too much concentrated fire.
Maybe we can just shoot down one of theirs.
I'm afraid that's not an option. They'd simply use it against us.
Agreed. They need only spin it as a declaration of war.
Strap yourself in for plot. Yes, that's what I'm here for. The plot.
The Erebonian Intelligence Division is poised and ready to flood the world with misinformation. All they need is an excuse.
Then the Scarecrow's already at work. I'd expect no less from Osborn's right-hand man. We'll have to count on Richard and the others to stave them off.
Indeed. Lecter, how did this happen?
What am I planning? I'm gonna sink the ship in front of me right now. Wait, that's the one where we all are on. Shoot. No, never mind. I'm planning on watching the cutscenes. Selene, when does Adel come in and save the day? I'm just waiting for that scene. Adel just rushes in and just defeats everyone.
They've got the whole airspace locked down tight. Not one gap to be seen.
Brigadier General Bardius, shouldn't we go help them?
If Zephyr's out there, I should be too.
This is the perfect chance for me to knock some sense back into George.
No. I need all of you to stand down.
It seems your worst-case scenario is upon us.
I'm afraid so.
Mildine? No, you don't mean...
Major activity on the Glorious. There's something massive deploying on deck.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! I knew it.
Love that you love that I angeled up Fee. Yeah, why not? I have all these cool accessories, I might as well use them, right? Massive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ions?
3 of them.
They look a little different from the ones we saw in Crossbell.
These must be their second models.
They're coming.
Trails to Azure again? Maybe. I think it is.
Remember your orders! Hold the line!
Our ships have plot armor. They won't sink.
You won't get us that easy! Take this!
Watch out! All ships, evasive maneuvers.
Ha. Barriers.
If we can just keep up the pressure.
Not good. We're playing 4D chess now. Sweet.
Damn it. Gaius! Rosine!
They're fine. We have unsinkable ships.
Don't tell me.
It's coming.
Looks like a beetle. Uh-oh.
How did they get it to land so precisely?
Is this robot battle time?
Oh, a little flashy for my taste, but not bad.
Oh, come on. This is just overkill.
What magnificent power! Even greater than the Empire's divine knights!
Ooh, nice one, Lady Val.
I guess that creepy doll obsession of yours makes you pretty good at controlling ions, huh?
Why, naturally. A marionette is a marionette, no matter the size.
Instructor.
Are you gonna call him in?
Yeah. I'll leave everything else to you.
No, I'm not gonna call
Heed
him
my
in.
call. Balamar!
Come! Ordine!
Acknowledged.
Of course.
Those are divine knights?
They're even more impressive than I imagined.
Ah, finally bringing out your ace in the hole, huh?
However, we've accounted for this.
To me, Testarossa!
Come, Zector!
Cool. 3 versus 2.
Two more of them?
The Vermilion and Palatinate Knights.
Prince Cedric.
You sure you're up for this, old man?
Well then, since we have this chance, how about we start the rivalries right here and now?
Hey, cool your jets there, little prince. Doesn't count if we're not in a shrine.
The Ion Gamma. Seeing it from the other side of the battlefield, it's overwhelming.
Having second thoughts? I really do pity you, Jubilee.
Hopefully you see now that you've bitten off more than you can chew. Unfortunately, the situation will only get worse for you from here on.
Check and mate!
Damn. This
Well,
puts us in a real bind.
What do we do now?
we in trouble. Not yet, ulti. No rock'em sock'em robots just yet. There's only one real way we can settle this battle. Let's play Vantage Masters.
Off your asses, everyone! It's time to move!
My patience has reached its limit. We need to help.
Hold on, guys. We're coming for you.
Let's find our way up to the deck. I can teleport us there. Hold on.
No, that won't be necessary. We have one final landing craft left on board. With it, you will make your escape, along with Her Highness.
I'll head to the deck. Be sure to recover Schwarzer and the others when the chance strikes.
But that would mean leaving you behind. Just tell us, Muse, what are you trying to do here?
Wanted to be screwed more than in actual combat? No, I'm just predicting what the game would do to further frustrate me and make me cry.
Lady Mildine accounted for this, should things go south. And as it so happens, everything went just as she predicted. This is our contingency plan. All we're doing is putting it into play.
Everyone, it's been my pleasure to know each and every one of you.
No, Muse, we need you on the team.
I ask that you give Instructor Reen and the rest of Class 7 my deepest regards.
Muse, what are you saying?
You want to get yourselves killed? Is that it? We don't wish to die here. But dire straits call for dire measures.
We will soon plot a course for the Crimson Arc. Ramming speed. There'll be no getting away for them, given the distance.
That's crazy. Even if you do take him down, a mid-air collision on that scale would blow you to smithereens.
Besides, what would the Viceland army do without its flagship?
And what of Mille Mirage? How do you expect it to go on if we lose all three of you?
Not to worry. Mille Mirage was set in motion the moment Lieutenant General Bright was named Supreme Commander.
This is actually happening, Arazu.
The Viceland Army's core forces need only await his orders, and I suspect Vita will come to their aid as well.
We're fully aware of how heavy a blow sacrificing this ship will be. But if it allows us to take down the Crimson Arc in turn, then as far as exchanges go, there are far worse moves to play.
Muse, Principal Le Guin. But why?
What?
Mildine. No, Muse. What reason is there for you to throw your life away as well?
It's only right that the one responsible for a plan that will kill millions joins them in death. I long ago decided to stand my ground with the generals, should it come to this. Though in truth, perhaps I'm simply not strong enough to bear all that grief.
You really...
As the Supreme Commander of the Viceland Army, I order you to evacuate this ship immediately. Notify all crew members. Prepare to execute Plan D.
As you wish.
Commence Plan D! For the glory of the Viceland Army!
Yes, my lord!
Plan D for Plan Dumb Idea.
Yes, your highness!
The landing craft is in the hold directly below. Make your way to the elevator at once. Or else, goddess be my witness, I will cut you down right where you stand.
Shit.
You leave us no choice.
Actually, I don't think we have to go at all.
Oh, Kia's gonna do something.
Huh? Kia? What do you mean?
She's exactly right.
It's the old man.
Suspend Plan D until further notice.
This course of action has already been discussed. I was under the impression we'd come to an agreement.
Indeed. You truly are a remarkable young woman, capable of influencing the very fate of the world itself. But it would seem both of us failed to give credit where credit was due. Namely, to the potential of the third path, and the wings which light its way.
Did you just say wings?
There's only one thing in Erebonia that comes to mind.
Yeah! They're coming!
Oh, something's coming. Our savior?
I recognize that sound!
What's coming? What's gonna happen? So this means Muse doesn't get to die. Well, that's good. I don't want her to. She has the big frozen epoch move. Our savior? No. Something bad? The Grandmaster? Adel? Loading screens? Adios herself. Maybe.
Wait, isn't that...
Now what?
Huh?
It's getting closer.
Another enemy airship? No.
That ship, it's...
What is it? It's fast. I don't recognize it. It moved too fast. Oh, who's coming? Oh, gosh. Please be good news.
Confirmed visual on enemy strike force. 3 ion units also confirmed.
Breaking into combat airspace. Ready to execute Plan 07.
Students.
Then let us tarry no longer. Landing party, are you prepared?
It's the branch.
We are. You can just leave the rest to us.
It's the branch campus.
We shall take care of things from here on out.
To think I get to bear witness to such a dramatic scene firsthand.
Are these the missing people?
Such are the benefits that come with our roles on this stage.
Is that Blue Blanc?
Let's get to it already. Been a long time since I had the chance to get a little wild.
Attention all crew. Today marks the day of our maiden voyage. And what a day it is.
Is that Olivia?
But this Grand Blue yonder is no place for confinement. Let us show them we won't so easily dance to their tune.
That has to be Olivia. And there's Mint there. Mint's alive and everyone else. I knew Olivia was alive, if that was Olivia. I just had a feeling that, you know, he wasn't gonna die that easily. Our debaucherous prince with the loading screens. I had a feeling. I had a feeling he wouldn't just die like that.
What is that thing?
Shut up, Gilbert.
The Merkaba Unit 2? Wait, no! It's...
What? Was it always that crazy huge?
What a twist nobody in the history of the world could foresee. I know, right? I had a feeling he was alive. No body, no confirmation.
Here they come!
Hell yeah. Looks like the party's really getting started now.
He's just too cool to kill off. Exactly. I'm not gonna kill Olivia. Shara! Shara's here! We haven't seen her in forever. What's his name? There's the whip. Oh, this is great. Patrick, yeah, that's Patrick. And Vita's here too. And Blue Blanc.
The hell'd you guys come from?
Hot damn. Talk about crashing a party.
Donna's here, by the way, from
Fear not.
Yeast
Your
8.
salvation has arrived.
Patrick?
And not just him.
Shara!
Shara!
That's right. I hope you haven't gotten into too much trouble without me.
Sherazard Harvey, the Silver Streak.
Sorry for dropping in out of the blue. I imagine it must be confusing for those of you I haven't met. My name is Sherazard Harvey, but some of you might know me better as the Liberlian Bracer Guild's Silver Streak.
You're Estelle's friend, aren't you? We heard you'd been missing for some time.
So you're okay after all?
Seems so, though she's certainly not the only familiar face to drop in.
I have to say, you two are the last people I would have expected to show up.
Ha ha! You should know this by now. Where the spotlight goes, so too shall I.
Fourth wall
Better
break.
late than never, I suppose. This should help even the scales.
Phantom Thief B?
Huh, impressive. They use some kind of magic to stop the big guy here in his tracks.
I could learn quite a bit about being an Anguis from you. Perhaps you could give me some private tutelage sometime.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But I'm afraid we're not quite on the same team here, so to speak.
What is even going on right now?
I don't know,
I detect
Tio.
a layer to this that is beyond my comprehension.
Man, there's a lot I'd like to comment on, but now's not really the time.
You can say that again. It seems for once we're both on the same page.
How? How are you here? You were aboard the Courageous when it exploded. I saw it with my own eyes.
4D chess.
Who can say? Maybe Adios spared me just so I could come spoil your fun.
You're Instructor Reen's friend.
Tavel Randomizer.
Sup, Reen? How you been? Good to see you too, Estelle, Joshua. I'm finally back from my little vacation in Gehenna.
Toval.
Now I wonder how they survived.
I swear this better not just be a dream.
You're okay. I can't believe it.
Huh. You don't look like much of an immortal to me. Doubt you could have gotten revived.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, he's just a perfectly normal guy from head to toe. Unlike us.
You telling me a regular-ass guy like you survived a whole friggin' ship exploding?
That's right. Like I said, I had Adios there looking out for me. Well, maybe not just Adios.
Well now, this doesn't quite match up with what we were told, now does it?
I'm starting to think someone played a dirty little trick on us.
It bears reminding that Master Toval was not the only passenger on the Courageous when it exploded.
Yeah.
Then... that would mean...
Olivier's not happy with
Ah,
Cedric, I
what a
bet.
delight it is to know my memory lingers on in so many minds. Please, open your Arcus units and let your imagination become reality.
I never heard of it before, Arazu, Tavel's backstory manga. Maybe I should pick it up sometime, huh? The Courageous, too. Oh, what a relief this is. So many people alive and tip-tip-tapping away. Is that Moeller? Yep, there he is. And Olivier! He's missing an eye now, but Olivier!
You'll have to
quite short.
excuse my aesthetic augmentation. Rest assured, before you sits the very same devilish rogue you've always known.
Now we just need Zin. We haven't seen Zin in forever. It gives tremendous insight. Alright, I'll check it out. It's short, but tremendous insight. The loading screen's kind of vibing with the music. I was vibing with the music for a second.
and the others. They've been with His Highness all along.
Yeah, looks like they've got a few branch campus kids tagging along too.
Unbelievable. Looks like His Highness has got us beat.
Indeed. One might say he utterly outplayed us.
As he always
It's
does.
been a good while, Rain. I see you've gone through a bit of a makeover yourself. And just like yours truly, you're all the sexier for it, you handsome little rascal, you.
Your Highness, I can't believe it. You're really alive. But how? What in the world happened back then?
That's what we want to know. Why didn't you tell us? Do you have any idea how we felt when they came to Liberl and told us you blew up?
I can only imagine. And for that, I cannot apologize enough. The circumstances which forced me to secrecy were as entangling as a rose bush, and twice as prickly.
I blew up in popularity. A few, it's pretty much the entirety of the leftover Thor's Academy. Poor remaining peoples.
Ah, but what does it matter? No remorse could hold us from the blooming jubilation of this long-awaited reunion of ours.
We can't argue with you there. Though I suppose this explains why Shara went off the radar.
Pretty much. I happened to randomly stumble upon some info about his survival. That was why I had to cut off all contact. We couldn't have information like that leaking out to just anyone. Not only for Olivier's sake, but the Courageous Twos as well.
Well, I guess that makes sense, but... Oh, sorry, Reen. We kinda cut you off there, huh?
Not at all. Honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around all this. I didn't expect to see you here either, Major Michael. Much less you, Lieutenant Colonel Mueller.
Like how everyone's just standing there, by the way. Like the enemy is letting this conversation take place.
This is what I meant when I said I had plans of my own.
Excuse me.
It's been a fair bit longer for us, though, hasn't it, Schwarzer?
One thing that stood out to you in Cold Steel 3 was Mint. I know, even in this game, they're making it seem like Mint is the most popular character. Her popping up is the first thing that made you squeal like a girl. It's called etiquette. Oh yeah. The enemy knows a little bit about etiquette, at least. Yeah, Mint is the big popular one, I guess.
A shame I couldn't say this sooner, but I'd like to thank you for all you've done for Kurt.
Mueller! Thank goodness you're all right. When I heard the 7th got disbanded, I didn't know what to think.
Ah, Kurt. There you are. I can tell you've gotten stronger since I last saw you. But I think it's best we set our family gathering aside for the time being.
Indeed.
The next gen of Tita. She's the next Tita. Tita did wear overalls when she was young, and now Mint's wearing them too. Maybe it's true. But wait, they're the same age though. In fact, Mint's a little older actually. Shoot.
I can't believe it. You survived after all. I'm so relieved.
Are you though?
But I regret to inform you, Operation Jormungand is already underway. The same goes for that brazen Neil Mirage scheme. So tell me, Olivert, what could you possibly hope to accomplish with that overblown ship of yours at this point?
If I may hazard a guess, perhaps he's here to join Neil Mirage.
Alas, no. With Muse, Cassius, and all the other presiding dignitaries involved, Neil Mirage is in as good a set of hands as can be.
Epstein disciple? I gotcha.
I, or rather we, have appeared before you today for one reason, and one reason only. To serve as the wings upon which deliverance to a third path is granted.
The third path, the third expansion. There's not even 2 expansions for Trails though. No, but here we're giving you the 3rd expansion early. Now, loading.
Jormungand and Neil Mirage. two massive operations of unavoidable consequence. Yet amidst these titans is another force. Those unyielding in their hope that the twilight will soon give way to the dawn.
Didn't it like this twist? What of Olivier being alive?
Rean, Lloyd, and Estelle.
What was wrong about
and
it?
Each of their companions that walk this path with them. Not to mention a multitude of others, all ready to lend aid to their cause. Across the continent, people of all walks are making the decision to follow their hearts.
Follow your heart, and the darkness will be removed.
So too shall we, so that our wings may help them soar. And soaring, high above the holds of Erebonia's curse, we will join together as one. To become the radiant rays of hope, piercing through the oppressive darkness of despair.
Just your opinion? Understood. Acknowledged, Selene.
To that end, I hereby name us.
Huh?
Not the crimson wings of the Civil War, nor the winds of freedom on the Western Front, but our third and greatest title, the Radiant Wings.
Oh. I call ourselves Olivier's harem. What? I mean, Radiant Wings. Shoot. Wrong notes. Seems like an ass pull for sure, considering the situation. Kinda set up for 3 games, though. Being the main mastermind against Osby. Yeah. Olivier and Osborne have always been at each other's, throats and all that. And now Olivier's returned.
Your Highness.
The Radiant Wings, huh? Not a bad name.
It has a lovely ring to it, doesn't it?
Huh. Didn't even take you 5 minutes to flip the whole damn script on us.
Ha ha! Finer words have never been spoken, O eternal rival of mine.
Whew, boy. The dead keep cropping up one by one. We really screwed the pooch here, huh?
Then why don't we go ahead and make things right?
Uh-oh.
This little charade ends here. Members of the Society, exterminate them all.
What?
Your Highness!
Seriously? Haven't you had enough yet?
Well, why not? I'm always up for a bit of slaughter and destruction.
And there's nothing quite like putting a damper on someone's parade.
Snap!
I suppose we couldn't expect it to hold forever.
Uh-oh. Now is it Robot fight?
Shit. Don't tell me.
It's engaging spatial annihilation.
The Type Beta is switching to high-speed mode as well.
Now you've done it!
Enough chit-chat. Time to say goodbye.
Oh dear.
Damn. It would seem they aren't bluffing.
Stop this at once, Cedric. Why are you still doing this? Oliver just came back to us.
Don't you see, Elfin? That's exactly why I must do this! I'm just as glad as you to see him alive again. But feelings such as that are only for the weak! We're ending this world and creating a new order in its place. And an undertaking this great leaves me no room for weakness. Chancellor Osborne entrusted me with a mission, and I swear, by my hand, I will carry it through.
I believe you've actually done quite enough for now, Your Highness.
Oh, God.
Huh?
Let's add even more.
That voice.
My, speak of the devil.
Let's add the big bad to this as well. Uh-oh.
Chancellor Osborne!
Father.
Rufus, too.
Instructor Claire. Even you?
I come to you today from the Imperial capital. You'll have to excuse me for not attending in person. As for my fellow world leaders, President Rocksmith, Prince Albert, Princess Claudia, my warmest greetings to you all.
You're the last person I expected to make an appearance here today.
Our greetings to you as well. A shame we couldn't meet under better circumstances.
I must apologize for not giving you prior notice of our visit.
Not at all, Your Highness. This airspace is a neutral zone. No permission is needed from the Erebonian government to enter it. Lieutenant General Cassius Bright. Just how long has it been?
Yeah, her name's Chloe, not Claudia.
Since your surprise visit to Liberl? About 3 years. Though it appears your people have been fervently active in our regional capitals in your stead.
You flatter me. Our work is nothing compared to that of your team from R&A Research.
Are they talking about the Erebonian Intelligence Division?
Yeah. Richard and the others have been struggling to counter their efforts.
I see the Special Support Section has chosen to attend as well. I do hope our dear Rufus isn't causing you too many difficulties.
Here and there, perhaps. Though I would very much like to establish a better working relationship with them wherever we can.
What a barefaced liar.
It's a pleasure to meet you again, Your Excellency.
Now shoot him. Pshoo!
I can't help but be reminded of our conversation at Orcus Tower 2 years back.
Hey, Assassin's God. How you doing?
Ah, yes. When we spoke of the resolve needed in trying times. How very nostalgic.
I'm doing good, Assassin's God. How are you? A lot of big stuff is happening right now. Big stuff.
And last, but certainly not least, Prince Olivert, my deepest apologies. I scarcely realized just how gravely I'd underestimated you. I imagine even the Duchess and her cohorts must share in my sentiment.
Indeed. It would seem I'm not as keen as I thought myself to be.
That's quite enough flattery for today, Your Excellency. As it currently stands, we can no longer stop either one of these grand operations from commencing. And yet, as I've already declared, we will continue on as the Wings of Passage.
You're doing good? That's good. I'm glad all is well with ya.
Aurene, Lloyd, Estelle, and every one of their allies. For I know in my heart of hearts that their light will shine through to the very end.
Your Highness.
If we weren't sure of ourselves before, we definitely are now.
He's trying way too hard to sound cool.
Be my guest. You may flit around as much as you please. But know this. You have only 6 days before Operation Jormungand makes its move.
Huh?
As one of the authors behind this plan, allow me to issue a declaration.
6 days. Today's Friday, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, alright? That's when it's gonna happen.
The order to commence Operation Jormungand will be officially given at the stroke of noon on the 1st of September.
Oh, that's months away. We're fine. Oh, in the games. Oh. Are you playing a safe game on the Nintendo Switch? Nope. This is on the PC. This is on Steam, actually. For Trails, Crossbow, and fans of Cold Steel players, I am back. Yep. That's what he's saying for sure.
D-Day. The start of the Great War.
Indeed. And preceding it, an omen of epic proportions to which the entire continent will bear witness. The harbinger of the end of the world, the Great Twilight.
The same day will also mark the beginning of the rivalry of the Seven. Jaeger King Rutger Clausel, I hope you are prepared.
Sure am.
And what of you, Seventh Anguis of Ouroboros, Arian Road the Steel Maiden?
Oh dear.
I have no objections.
I must admit, I'm deeply interested in how you all managed to escape that explosion. But I can wait until a more appropriate time to satisfy my curiosity.
Just say plot armor.
Then it's true.
Yeah. Though I bet the Phantom Thief had something to do with it.
Now, if I may have your attention, everyone. I'd like to present two individuals who deserve some recognition for their contributions to the rivalries.
What?
Mother!
Oh dear.
And Professor Schmidt, too?
So when you said you were leaving on business...
Hello. I suspect this comes to you as somewhat of a surprise. But I simply assisted with an off-the-record request from the Erebonian government. That is all. Miss Croyce, the professor and I have completed fine-tuning the device, as you asked.
Marvelous. The both of you have my utmost appreciation.
You can save your empty gratitude for someone else. I am simply working toward my own goals, nothing more.
What exactly are you planning, Bill?
Allow me to make one final introduction to our roster. One not even we expected.
Oh, who's it gonna be, guys? Is it gonna be Jingo? Is it gonna be Polly from Trails in the Sky 1 and 2?
And yet, one that will surely prove instrumental in setting the stage for the rivalries.
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen McFirebro around in a while.
Oh, McBurn. Okay. Anton? The cat?
Yo, you called?
Yep.
Man, I love it when there's a time limit. Really gets the blood pumping, you feel me?
Just McBurn.
But I ain't the star here.
Oh.
Hey, come on out already.
Oh, who's the real star? Anton.
No way.
Oh no. No. Oh, he has a mask. Still.
Viscount Arcade?
Get the mask off of him.
So this is what became of you.
I was curious how and where you'd managed to wander off after losing your left arm.
His left arm. Father. So you've turned even the Radiant Blade Master into one of your puppets, then?
That would be wrong, for I am no puppet. I am Victor S. Arcade. I have lost neither my memories nor my sense of self.
Oh, that's gonna make things hard. Even he's bad now.
It brings me no small pain for us to meet again like this, Cassius.
Perhaps. But it's no small delight to know you're still alive as well.
Yeah, he's alive. I just wanted him alive on my team, though.
I can only assume this is the curse compelling you against your will.
Huh? Know something we don't, old man?
A similar case occurred in Liberl 3 years ago.
In Phantasma.
We encountered artificial copies of people who had the same memories and personalities as the originals.
You're trying to tell me it's happening all over again?
No, that was in the Recluse Cube. What we have here in Erebonia is something on a far greater scale than that.
Definitely gonna have to fight him now. Oh, God.
Yeah. The curse is forcing Mr. Viscount to do whatever it wants him to. He's the strongest swordmaster in the Empire. That's why he was chosen to set the stage for the rivalries.
Precisely. All to create the best possible conditions for the resurrection of the Great One.
So that's how it works. If
It's almost as though the curse has a consciousness, a will of its own. No, Father.
So his skills as one of the greatest swordsmen on the continent are being used against him.
There's no need for anguish. These are nothing more than the whims of fate. When next we meet, it will be as heralds of the rivalries. Reen, Laura, I expect you to put forth your very best when the time comes to pit steel against steel.
Catch you when the fun finally starts. We'll be waiting.
My word.
Alrighty. Guess we'd best head out ourselves. Best of luck, Miss Maiden. If I see you again, it'll be between my crosshairs.
Very well. I will await that moment with bated breath. Ines, Anea, return to me. I will require you at my side once more.
Yes, my lord.
As you wish.
Ha! Busy times ahead for all of us, huh?
Our final battlefield draws near. The very thought is enough to make the blood stir.
Just what kind of farce do all of you take this for? We aren't finished here! Not by a long shot! Who do you think you are, deserting your duty?
Alright, Cedric, can you leave now?
Sorry, kid. We got our priorities.
That's quite enough, Your Highness. The task you were given was a greeting, a show of formality and nothing further.
You're Cedric Selene. You just want this fight to happen? What worries you, though, is McBurn. He never went full force so far. This being the last game of the Cold Steel, his eventual fight does already have a low type feel to it. Oh dear. And this isn't the last, Trails game ever. Something tells me he'll be back in future games. Who knows what he'll look like in the final game.
Evidently, you have failed to understand that. I have to warn you against overstepping your bounds. Or must I remind you of your position as an Ironblood?
Your Highness.
Now, let us leave the matter at this. Return to Heimdall for now, Your Highness. There yet remains an important role you must play.
Understood.
Okay, now we fight the robot, right?
Zeno, Leo.
Excuse me. I'm allergic to all this plot.
My lord. Ouch! That Princey boy's gonna sulk on that one for weeks.
Looks like the party's over now. What a shame. I was having so much fun.
I want to see Campanella go all out, to be honest. I have a feeling he's hiding a lot of things.
I do hate to cut our engagement short, but I believe it's time we made our exit.
Understood.
One snap and he sent the robot away. You barely know McBurn.
See you around, guys!
We haven't even seen all of the, all of the Anguisses yet.
Continue on with your struggle, vain as it may be. I want to relish making you squirm before we finish you off for good.
Theories regarding Campanella? I have no idea. I bet there's a ton.
Now, if you'll excuse us.
He has broken the fourth wall before. Really broken the fourth wall, so who knows what he'll do.
Hey! Wait for me! We gotta get out of here! 6th Enhanced Jaeger Brigade, fall back! Get moving! Get moving! Oh my god!
Belle, just how far will you take this? First Sharon, and now Mother too?
Guess we won't be settling the score this time around.
We'll go ahead and see ourselves out too.
George! So you're gonna leave without saying a single thing? Again?
Don't worry. We'll be able to settle things soon. But don't expect any mercy from me when that happens.
Right. Real convincing.
George, or would you prefer I call you Georg? Either way, I owe you my thanks. You can keep them. Farewell.
Nope, it's yours now.
Man, that guy really isn't cut out for this.
Look who's talking.
Exactly. You're no different.
Whoa! Didn't realize you guys were keeping demons up in that ship.
Oh, Lecter. I can only guess who you're referring to.
Still, it really is wonderful to see you again. It's been so long since we last met at the trade conference.
I won't even bother scolding you anymore, Lecter. All I ask is that you promise me one thing. That we'll still have a class reunion, no matter how this all ends.
Leo wants just the same. Jill and Hans do too.
Sheesh. You guys just can't learn to let it go, can you?
He's holding the Game Master position, pretty much. No clue what it'll do, but you're always screwed.
Fine. I'll bite. Now, making a promise cost me nothing, after all. You just gotta promise me that you survive long enough to get there.
Of course. The same goes for you.
Remember Chloe and Lecter on the roof? I do remember. That was a sweet scene.
I'll be waiting, with a fist curled and ready to knock some sense back into you, so be prepared.
And now all this is happening?
I'm glad everyone was able to have this chance to see each other one last time.
I have a theory regarding the Grandmaster, by the way, that I just came up with. It's not a good theory, but it's a theory. Remember Star Wars Episode 8? The big Sith Lord person there was so hyped up since the 7th movie, but he was kind of taken out like a bitch. I'm afraid that's what the Grandmaster's gonna be like. I mean, hopefully not, and probably not, but just imagine if they went to that route, and then Palpatine comes back.
With this period of relative peace nearing its end, may each of us give every last ounce of our strength in the coming days. And Reen, you have a decision to make. Will you give in to your cursed destiny? Rebel against your fate? Will you simply flee? Or will you continue to struggle with every fiber of your being until you have seen this abyss of despair through to the end?
Whether we'll ever meet again, I can't say for sure. But if we do, I guarantee you'll have no doubt about which path I've taken.
My goodness, His Excellency certainly is impulsive. Farewell, everyone. May you enjoy what little time you have left before the end of days is upon us.
I pray that you all have a safe journey home.
The end of days will be upon us, and the next 2 games will be cancelled.
Be assured that neither the Imperial Army nor Ouroboros will interfere with your return.
On that note, you are also free to go and visit His Majesty at his bedside, should you so desire.
They're gonna crowdfund a 3rd nuke strike on Japan if Falcom goes the Disney route. Just a theory. One that will probably not be true.
As for you, Lloyd, I have temporarily suspended your arrest warrant. I imagine you'd like a chance to visit those dear to you. Far be it from me to hold you from your final farewells.
Wait, really?
Think of it as my personal apology to you for Operation Birdcage. We will be recalling our troops from Michelin as well. Why don't you enjoy yourselves there?
What? I'd like to thank you for the consideration. Though not half as much as I'd like to deck you in the face!
Ow.
Instructor Claire.
They're always so difficult to get through to.
Well, this has been a most productive encounter. I don't know if I trust them to not interfere with our return, so we'll be taking our leave as soon as possible. I wish you all the best of luck in the coming days. May each of us do our utmost, no matter what path we've chosen.
I shall find a way to pay my respects to His Majesty before setting a course back home. With that, farewell for now.
Princess Alphen, Lady Mildine, and General Le Guin, congratulations on rallying so many to your side this day. As for Rean, Lloyd, Estelle, and all the rest, may Aidios give you her blessing, wherever your endeavors might take you. And once again, Prince Olivert, I can't express enough how much of a relief it is to see you alive.
Always a pleasure brightening your day with a bit of bewilderment. And Cassius, though we walk different paths for now, perhaps we could meet for a drink one day. I imagine Zin would be eager to join.
Yeah, where's Zin at?
Ha! I'll be sure to take you up on that. Estelle, Joshua, Ren, Sherazard, Agate, Tita.
Donkey!
We shall meet again. Take care of yourselves, as well as each other.
For sure. We may not be on the same team exactly, but good luck all the same, Dad.
You better not get beat by some Imperial hotshot, you got it?
You can leave any matters in Erebonia to me. I'll make sure to be close in touch with Sarah.
The Society's at work all over the continent. Be careful out there, Dad.
We'll let you know if we discover anything about their plans.
Be careful, Mr. Bright. You too, Chloe.
Chloe with a K? There's a theory that the Grandmaster might be Aidios. Ooh.
That was way too intense.
That would be a big twist.
Agreed. Not just the battles themselves, but the entire situation.
But then again, it would make sense. Ending the big JRPG series by fighting God.
Yeah. Having the fate of the entire continent at stake can get a little overwhelming.
Huh. Don't go wussing out on us just yet. We're finally in the home stretch.
Yes, that we are.
Like the Shrek reference?
Oh, Muse.
I'm glad you liked it.
You changed your clothes back.
So I have. I suppose we should count ourselves lucky things ended up as nice as they did.
I swear. Muse, you don't really think your signature sweet smile will be enough for us to forgive you, do you?
Huh?
I was about to ask just the same.
You were about to pull some real wild shit back there, weren't you?
Just so you know, we overheard your conversation on the bridge. I need to have more than just a few words with you, as your instructor.
Yes, Instructor Rean.
That was strangely meek of her.
What, you sick or something? More so than usual, I mean.
I'd say she realized she went a bit too far this time around.
The Septian Church's artifact collecting is completely ignored in it, so I don't know. Could be anyone at this point. For all we know, it's the Grandmaster is Tawa, for all we know. Or Machias back there. Machias is like, yes, everything's going as planned.
Though perhaps we're partially to blame for all the pressure we've placed upon her.
Such is the folly of youth, wouldn't you say?
Maybe it's mint.
Olivert.
Could be mint for all we know.
It pleases us all to have you grace us in good health, Your Highness.
You'll have to direct your thanks to the many others who helped this come to pass. Our endgame is nigh, Rean. Should you wish it, my wings are prepared to lift you to a new path.
Our endgame is nigh? Thanos is the Grandmaster.
It would be our honor, Your Highness. But before that, on behalf of us all,
it's good to be back. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, Liberlians, Crossbellans, and Erebonians alike, welcome aboard the second successor of the high-speed cruiser Arcee, the Courageous II.
Sweet. So we get a bigger boat, a bigger ship. Guiding Starlight. Act 2 is done. Did well against Maria Bell.
work.
A. A for asshole, you didn't get all the AP. Remember, this man drunkenly played a lute when you met him. Yep. Also remember that one of the first monsters we fought all the way back in Trails 1, Trails in the Sky 1, were like rats and stuff. And now we're fighting big robots and godlike beings and all of that. Just like in every JRPG. Well, guys, this was a long stream, huh? Sadly, though, I'm gonna end this right here, and today's Friday, so on Sunday, we will pick this up where we left off. We'll pick it up, and we'll do things, and save the day, and get to the final boss, whoever that is of this game. It's a given for any JRPG. Yep. But yeah, thank you all for coming. This game's still great. The combat still drives me up the wall, but it's still good. So yeah, I'll be back tonight with another equally as good, equally as intense game called Pokemon Snap, so look forward to it. Arsene, it's Joker? Oh, maybe. Hey, Hellfire Skyrim. How you doing? First rats, eventually gods. Yep. But yeah, take care, guys. Y'all be good, and I'll see you tonight for some crazy Pokemon Snap action. Bye!